Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julie McNeil Crafts. So today I am giving you a sneak little peek at the fabulous new range that is coming to Hochanda on Monday. So that's Monday the 12th of October 2020 at 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock I will be launching this range. So if you're interested, feel free to tune in. But this is your sneaky peek. So we have some fabulous new stencils. I'm just actually going to grab a piece of paper because it's probably the easiest scrap paper here. Easiest way of showing you is to show you the actual pattern. So I'll just grab these. So we've got this fabulous polka dot flower with dots, because you know I have to have circles and everything, let's face it. So we've got that. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, I love it. That's rapidly becoming one of my favourite stencils. That one and this one, and then my original circle ones. Yeah. Okay, then we've got these sort of suspended dots that look like that. How fabulous are they? And then we've got random script, which is quite a chunky script, but it also matches some of the elements of the papers that you'll see in just a minute. So those are the three stencils that we have. We then have the Painted Funky paper range. So we've got 25 sheets, so there's 5 designs, 5 of each. So we've got this one here. Again with that suspended circle idea. I'm just trying to see. We've got this one, which is a plain painterly background. We have this one, which is kind of the painterly background, all marbled and swirled, and then we've got the polka dot flowers that we saw in the stencils, some paint effects, and then again the scribbly handwriting that we've got in the stencils. I think this is my favourite one. So we've got this one. This is great for chopping into, and it'd be great for your journals and stuff like that. And then there should be one more, yep. So then we have the painterly one with the script writing. Okay, we also have the Craftella Collection. So we have Sally Stitch, and then she's accompanied by this accessory set here, which is Stitching Purity. Then we have Painting Polly, and her accessory kit is this one, Nature's Palette. And then we have the Craft Mixed Media Maggie, and her accessory kit is this Pretty Creative. So we've got paint brushes as flowers, we've got cotton reels as flowers. Yeah, so quite quirky. As I said, we've got these little suspended paint splats. We've even got a sewing bee. That's brilliant. And then we've got the sentiment sewing bee there as well. So that is that. And also I have added to the Stamplimentals range. So this is Stamplimentals edition 2. So the idea of Stamplimentals is when I craft, no matter what I craft, whether it's a card or a tag or a journal page or a mixed media project, I always end up putting a background stamp on it. I always end up sort of prettying up the corners or the focal element with a cluster of flowers, and I always have to use a sentiment. That's just standard in everything I make, but that meant I was rummaging through my background stamps, I was rummaging through my floral stamps, I was rummaging through my sentiment stamps, so I spent more time rummaging than I did creating. So I thought, what if it was all on one stamp plate? What if everything I needed for an entire project was on one stamp plate? So the Stamplimentals were born. So this is edition 2. This script here, that's my granny's handwriting. I'm so chuffed with that. So I went through and I found some old letters that she'd written me, and that's some of her handwriting there, so I've used that there. We've got some florals. The sentiments on this one are best memories, good times and crazy friends. Then we have edition 3 where we've got this tape measure, a bit of script. We've got 2 flowers on this one, and then we've got friendship is the thread in the patchwork of life, and enjoy the little things. So that is everything. So I am just planning on coming today and making a very quick tag with you. Okay, I was just gathering the bits and pieces that I needed there. So I'm going to start off with the Stamplimentals edition 2. This is the one with my granny's handwriting. So, and I've got a very pale ink pad there, so that's Memento Desert Sand, and I'm just going to pop a few bits of that just across it. It's a really delicate touch, but just sort of pulls everything together. Right, I've just given my stencils a quick clean from sort of showing you what it was, but it's just still slightly damp. I'm feeling that I need to sort of go and give all my paint cloths and things a quick wash, and my brushes, so that they're all nice and clean for Telebox Land on Monday. But we'll see. Right, I have got some Distress Oxide in Squeezed Lemonade, so I'm just going to bring some of these gorgeous polka dot flowers in there. It's so pretty. It's such a soft, delicate pattern, or it can be really bold, but because I've gone for a softer colour, it's just fab. Okay, so I've got that down, and you can see how with these stencils it is so quick and easy to build up a really interesting background, and as I said, they do sort of really blend so well with the papers as well. So I've deliberately sort of taken elements out of the papers. You'll find that the polka dot flowers and these sort of, this design here and the script writing, they're all in the papers in various places. So I'm just going to, let's just bring this down a little bit here. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty, I love it. I absolutely love this stencil. Okay, so we have that there. Right, what I've also done is the Stamplementals Edition 3 has got the tape measure, and I've actually just cut that out. I'm trying to decide. I was trying to decide if I wanted to edge it, and I think yes I do. So I'm just going to grab in a blending mat. These are Be Crafty blending mats. Highly recommend them. It does make your ink go further. It's one of these things, I've been wanting one for ages, but pretty things always got in the way. I always would rather buy a pretty thing than a practical thing, and now I've got it. It's like, you idiot, why didn't you have this in your life years ago? Because you're not wasting your ink. Quite often when we go off the page and onto the page, you know, ink sits on the paper and stuff like that. It's easier to blend. You know, it's fit for purpose. Right, so, oh look at that, how pretty is that? Right, so let's pop that down here. Let me get my glue and we'll pop that down. Like so. Oops. So, there we go. That down, and then get our Maggie on here. This is Mixed Media Maggie, so we'll pop her here. Oops. Right, she will need something to stand on now because I've ended up sort of the tape measure's gone from behind her, but never mind. And then we'll have a little sewing bee, I think. Yep. We'll have a little sewing bee just there. So I might actually just pop that on a little bit of 3D foam. She says, she says, she says. So I think I'm just going to grab a little bit of Distress ink in the Twisted Citron, because as I said, I need to grind her now, because now she just looks like she's floating in midair. I should put the tape measure down, further down. Sorry, you can actually see what the camera hits and where my desk is. It seems to be two different places. Right, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of water and we'll just pick up some of this green and let's just ground her a little bit. As I said, just so she's not floating on nothing. She needs a bit of grounding. So we'll just build that up there, like so. Right, I need a sentiment. So what have we got? What comes with? We've got Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat. I actually think I might go for this one, which is beautiful. Well, we've got beautiful things come together one stitch at a time, and we've also got sewing bee. Since we've got the bee in. But what we can do is if we take our carrier sheet you can kind of just have a little check. So we've got, see, I'm thinking that this sentiment is going to fit on the page better by using my carrier sheet. So like the idea of it, artistic, like I like the idea of the other sentiment, but on the page this one's going to look better. So I'm just going to stamp that up, and then let's just pop this down here like so. Give it time for the ink to transfer, and there we go. Beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. And then the final thing I need to do is, let's just get one of my pens. We'll go for brush 1. So these are the Davenport pens. I'm just going to move all of this stuff out of the way because it's tripping me up a little bit. Right, let's just, so I'm just going to do my own little doodle border. So I'm doing like a full stitching, so I'm sort of drawing a little dot and then pulling out a line. And I like doing that. To me that looks far more like stitching than just doing a dashed line. So I like to do it that way. And I quite like a sort of hand stitch look. It looks, yeah, you can kind of get away with being a bit wobbly because hand stitching doesn't tend to be overly straight. Okay, so pop those down there. And bring that around. Okay, and oh, I think that just looks so spring-like, she says, as we go into autumn. As we're going into the dead of winter, oh, it looks so spring-like. That's maybe just the colours I've chosen. Okay, so I hope you like this collection as much as I do. If you do, don't forget to tune into Hochanda. If you do tune into Hochanda, make sure you wait till the actual live show if you're going to get the bundle, because they keep the price at full price until the show goes live, and then they reduce it, and it will be at a reduced price. So just remember that and keep that in mind. I'm just going to take this away so you can see that in better focus. So if you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back with you again very, very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.